going on, the lockdown has badly hit the Indian food and beverage sector, and businesses are now slowly starting to limp back to life as we are getting in the mode of unlock. Social distancing will become the new normal for dining in restaurants. This includes contactless ordering, digital payments. But cloud-based restaurant technology platform Posist has launched a new product that will help customers and give them a new dining experience. To tell us more about this, we have with us Ashish Tulsian, CEO and co-founder of Posist. Ashish, thank you so much for speaking to us. It is no breaking news that the F&B sector was pretty badly hit. In fact, they were one of the first to get hit, and some of the estimates that are coming in that is probably that they'll be the last to recover. But with restaurants across multiple cities in India opening up their dining experience once again this week, quickly update us on how many restaurants have been able to open up and what is the traction that you've been seeing over the past couple of days.
Hey, thanks, Megha. I think 50% of the restaurants in our universe, in Posist customer base, have opened. I think in the delivery only space, the percentage is a little higher because, but our universe of customers is a mix of dining as well as delivery. I think revenues are slower. They're still coming back, but very slow. In the days of lockdown, we saw revenues as low as 7% for the aggregate user base. I think those revenues have jumped back to somewhere around 30% at an aggregate level. Restaurants who were doing delivery only or who were primarily delivery oriented, they have done better. So in some cases, people are doing 75 to 80% of their pre-COVID times revenue as well. But that's largely delivery. I think dining is the worst hit, and dining is going to be the last one to recover. So dining restaurants are finding it hard to immediately jump onto delivery, but the ones who have been able to work and do that, I think they are also somewhere in the range of 20 to 30% revenue, which they are getting purely from delivery.
Right. I mean, we've been tracking the F&B space throughout this lockdown, and of course, we are aware of a lot of challenges that they have been facing on ground. But I believe you have launched multiple products for the new world order, and in terms of like digital ordering using QR codes or Wi-Fi based ordering, and also I believe something called digital postpaid dining. So quickly tell us what these products are all about and how does it work? How is it going to change customer experience on ground?
Sure. I think one thing which we realized in this post-COVID world is that customers are, dining cannot be contactless, to be honest. I think if you're planning to go into the restaurant, there are people who are going to touch things and you're going to touch them. But then this is largely about making sure that customers don't touch unnecessary things or things which others have touched. And I think the top thing which on this list is menu card. So I think customers would not want to touch a menu card which has been touched by 1,000 other people, and that was our first reaction to this. But and then country saw this surge of solutions to enable this digital ordering via QR code. We also launched that. But then on the other side, we are trying to conserve the experience of a diner inside the restaurant, right? So when you go into the restaurant in this COVID world, you're already stressed about the virus and the surfaces. Last thing you want is that I also tell you to behave differently as a diner just because there is COVID. So we wanted restaurants to to tell people less and less that there is a COVID risk and you can't really take a breath while dining. So our postpaid digital dining experience basically allows a user to access the menu of a restaurant while sitting inside without internet on their mobile phone and place the order. Okay. But we are not taking out the waiter from the equation because dining is about getting served as well. So this order actually goes to the waiter, and waiter then verifies your order and then sends it to the kitchen. Now, as a customer, we don't want you to continuously track whether your order is being prepared or not. That is something which a server or a waiter or steward is going to take care of. And at the end, we still allow you to pay maybe by a card, because what I feel is that you can still pull out your card, do a touch NFC, and it is as contactless and as touchless as possible. So we are just trying to conserve that experience, that a diner can still come in without touching the menu card. They can have the same experience.
Okay. I guess, Ashish, it's fair to say that date nights would never be the same without a waiter interrupting that conversation every few minutes. However, I like the fact that you're not replacing manpower just because you have tech on ground. In fact, you're looking at integrating all of that. So quickly tell me, from your Posist universe, how many of your restaurants and players and users have been able to adopt these products? What is the feedback that you've been getting from restaurants and customers? And while you're at it, if you can also tell us, is this going to be like a way for them to save costs, or is this going to be an additional expense for them if they have to use these new tools? Take us through that.
I think to answer the first part, response has been phenomenal. To be honest, I think our sales team for last 25 days is busier than ever. People don't have time to eat their meals. And there is this, continuous surge, not only from our existing customers who are either planning to open up, who have already opened up, they are exploring the solution, and feedback we have received is, extremely encouraging, because, restaurant owners are able to see that, okay, this is about enabling them further and not really changing their operation or changing their customers and their staff's entire experience. We are also getting a lot of new customers, and not only India, we have actually been getting this globally, because the solution is, fairly global, and I think COVID is a leveler. So, entire world is experiencing the same thing when it comes to restaurants, for sure. On the other side, the second part of your question, this is about enabling the restaurants to actually, do more with their customers and let them, control the experience, at least from the ordering side, right? So restaurants will be able to actually, I will not say immediately, but I think this is a great opportunity for restaurants to do two things. One, collect data, collect mobile numbers, and what data around what exactly their patrons are ordering, even more than before. This is also an opportunity for restaurants to take their digital destiny in their hand, right? So I will not really be harsh and say that aggregators are bad and restaurants necessarily need to save money from apps like Zomato, Swiggy, Dine Out, etc. I think those apps have a great value because they bring in the customer. But what do you do when the customer is inside your restaurant? What do you do with your loyal audience? So I think the way we are positioning it and the way we understand it, restaurants will be able to do much more with their loyal audience. They will be able to make much more money. They'll be able to give a better experience, better recommendations. So next time, Megha, you go to the restaurant, and if you are ordering through our digital app, it is actually going to help you, tell you that what did you order last time, what did you like last time, in case you left feedback, and what is it, that you should order given that you like a certain item. Now, this kind of engagement was not possible even with the stewards, because you have to train people when it comes to manpower. So I think digital is going to enhance that experience. And that is the way to go for the future, for sure.
Okay, that's all that we needed. Another app keeping track of what I eat and what I like. But Ashish, since you at Posist have had a close quarter view of the sector that was badly impacted, before I wrap up, can you tell us the impact on clients that they've seen in terms of like the billings, and also you did mention that deliveries have picked up, but what has the overall impact been? Do you see a new trend? Would deliveries become the new normal, or dining will pick up at some point again?
I think, first of all, the impact is pretty bad. As I said, I remember on 24th of March, when, day one of lockdown, our dashboard showed 2.5% of the overall revenue, which it used to be. So there was a 97.5% drop we have seen, and I think it continued, for a long while. At the top right now, we are experiencing only 30% in the aggregate revenue. That said, I think delivery and takeaway, Megha, is going to be 100% a trend. Without doubt. I think COVID has just accelerated it. That Netflix and chill and people preferring, ordering in. I think that has accelerated. Dining, what I believe is that is going to pick up. Dining, I think, is going to pick up eventually. Just that our regular restaurants will have to have 5-star, level hygiene standards. I think this is for the first time when customer will be okay to pay a premium on safety safety and security and hygiene. And I think every restaurant will be required to demonstrate what is it that they're doing to take care. But I think dining is going to be very slow to pick up. Many dining restaurants are doing good stuff with DIY kit. I think that is going to be the way to go.
Right. That's going to be the way forward. All right, Ashish, thank you so much for sharing those details, and of course some grim stats coming in there, but hopefully a slow, but there is a recovery in the future. Ashish, thank you so much for talking to us. With that, we'll slip into a quick break, and speaking of COVID-19, we bring you a special discussion about the Apna Desh, Apna Mask campaign. What is it all about? We'll tell you on the other side. Don't go anywhere.